This is the same game that you said that, like, some guy, like, whenever you guys would like not do something right, you had to like run laps inside of the game?
Well, that was the Colonel's idea. No one else's. It was a stupid idea. He was like, you know what, guys, we're going to introduce group punishment. And he was like,
but like in the game. So,
yes,
so in the game, you're sitting there holding a button and you're running in circles.
Yeah. He was like, all right.
And he thought that was a good idea.
He was like, all right, you 6 run a lap. Like, oh.
What do you like? Run it like. Like run a lap in the video game.
Yeah, run a lap in a video game.
Was there just like a field and your guys are all out there just holding your buttons and you're like, well, this is really tough.
We had a training yard and we'd have to run in a circle. It was a stupid idea. Everybody thought it was like, Mal, what are you doing? This is retarded. It's a waste of time. Just if you want to punish someone, punish them by just put them in the corner.
Walk your character to the corner and be like, wow, because I can't do anything now.
No, there was a way to like force people's characters to sit down and they lost control of their characters for like 5 minutes. So
really?
There was a way to like discipline people. Yeah.
So it was like a timeout.
Yes, that was literally how we would do it. Timeouts. It was more effective than you think. But
really?
Yes. So he had tons of ideas like that just didn't work. But
sounds so stupid.
It's really dumb. So some of us were like trying
to hold this button all the way around.
Yeah. But some of us were like trying to bring realism into it, and some of us knew that it was just a game and realism wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So, but like. Yeah,
he was like trying to make it real.
He was trying to make it real. He was the weirdest guy. Everybody, like when he talked to you,
like you run your lap, it's like, is your character tired? Like, no, it's a video game.
So he was a weird guy, but like the weirdest thing about him is he was like an older guy, but when he talked to you, it felt like he was talking to like you as a son or something like that, because he was like, listen here, okay, I understand that it gets tough every now and then, but like, you got it. Like, you're a smart guy.
But he's talking about like the stuff inside the game.
Yes, he takes it way too serious. But
listen, I know that these laps, I know they're gonna really make your feet tired. You're gonna want to give up, but I just need you to hold that W button until you get all the way around the track. All right.
Oh, it was so weird. But the drama was that like the EU side versus NA, because EU was always oppressing us. We'd write up like letters of grievances and say, this is what we don't like. And EU would be like, I don't like those NA guys. And they talk to the Colonel, and Colonel Mal would be like, whatever this is, I want you guys to just figure it out. And he just wash his hands in the situation and walk away. Oh my God, it was so bad.
You guys wrote letters of
grievances when we'd all sign our names. It was like the Declaration of Independence
inside of a video game,
and they were well written too. They're like concerning.
What were they of? Like, what were you trying to like?
Grievances. What we didn't like.
Like what? Like what did you not like that you're trying to get fixed?
Well, for one letter grievances that
running the laps.
What? It was serious stuff.
Oh, okay.
So the biggest letter we had was a very big controversy in the regiment. It was like a conspiracy because I was a lieutenant. I was the biggest guy on the side, and my sergeant and my corporals all got together and decided we're going to make a letter of grievances. And they were like, showing it to me, and they're like, it started out like to Colonel Mao, the letter of any side grievances, and it had like a giant like 30-page list of grievances, like just stuff that people didn't like. And we all.
I don't like the food they're serving. My bed's uncomfortable.
Well, mostly it was we don't like the unfair treatment of NA members by EU members.
What was unfair treatment?
Like we're gonna laugh. But,
I know I'm gonna laugh.
But basically, like it'd be like an NA, let's say an NA corporal, not a corporal, a captain would come into an NA, or an EU corporal would come in. Captain would come into an NA server during training, and then he'd act like he's in charge of us, and he isn't. Like, this is the first time any of us have heard of the guy, so we don't respect him. He doesn't reserve respect. Yeah. He comes in, tries to boss us around, and we're like, we don't want to listen to you. We don't even know you. I'm going to listen to my sergeant, not you. Even though you're higher rank, I don't respect you. I respect him. And he'd be like, you know what? Just for that, banned or something like that.
So you guys are like rising up, like this is unacceptable. You can't just come in and ban us.
Yeah, over time, like you just get like this gap would like form between EU and NA. And my sergeant was like a fire starter. Like, he was an anarchist. Like he wanted to see the establishment burn. Because he would always be like, Pleasure, you can't let him do this to us. Like you can't just let you like walk all over you. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And he like drove the entire NA side to write these letters and to do these things. And what happened is we had the letter of grievances and we started getting signatures of the NA side. And apparently
how did you do that?
Through Google Docs.
So he started a Google Doc to get everything taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay.
We used fancy font and everything.
Fancy font. And you just literally forwarded it to everybody, and they all just typed their names on it.
They signed they put their signatures, and some people said that they didn't have their signatures on there. Somebody forged their signatures.
Did they actually sign it, or did they type their name?
They typed it, but
you should have everybody print it out and sign it by hand, and then scan it back in, and then fax it to whoever the big guy was.
That would have been interesting.
He's just sitting at home and he just hears and a piece of paper comes out and it's like,
I don't think he would have cared.
Really?
Because he wasn't the one that got upset when he got the letter. We had
what did the letter? Do you remember roughly what the letter said? What was going to be the punishment if they there was no the grievances didn't get solved?
We didn't say what the punishment was, but we knew what the punishment was. If they didn't do anything about it, we would basically secede from the regiment. But
you know what? We're gonna play our own video game over here, and you don't come on our side.
That's exactly what it was. But we had fake signatures. I don't know. I don't think they were anywhere forged. But I'm not sure because people were saying my signature was forged. I didn't want to sign this, but I didn't see anyone forge signatures, so I don't know. It was a big controversy.
How would you?
You just type someone.
Yeah, how would you forge a typed name?
Well, you just type someone's name and they didn't want to have it.
Well, not how would you forge it. What I'm saying is how would you prove whether or not that person literally typed it or somebody else just typed it for them?
You couldn't prove it. This is what he said. She said.
So all of a sudden, those people decided that they didn't want the problems taken care of.
Maybe they're actually forged. I don't know. But it was a big deal because people did not like that.
It's still going through the court system.
Yeah,
trying to get figured out.
The case is still open.
Did you guys ever have anything like that? Like a little court?
We had trials.
Trials for what?
They always ended in execution.
What was the trials for?
If somebody was if you were in a regiment,
they're you're a witch
in the field, and we were in the field, and if somebody did something stupid, if they misfired a cannon and wiped out an ally regiment, then we'd pull them up to the front when we got back to camp, and we'd put them down. We'd have this big podium, and they'd be down here in an X marks the spot kind of thing, and he'd be you were found charged with misfiring a cannon on an ally regiment intentionally, and how do you plead? It'd be not guilty, and he'd be overruled. Put a pistol and shoot him in the face.
That was your trial,
basically.
And then what happens to that guy?
What do you think? He dies.
I mean, does he so that whoever that happens to can't be part of the game anymore?
No, you die in the game. You die in real life. You just respawn.
So this whole thing is pointless.
Yeah. But if you did it intentionally, you would actually get scolded. But most of the time, if it was just accidental, they'd make a joke out of it with the trial.
What if you just muted the guy while he was scolding you? Be I can do that.
You could, but
you just mute him.
You'd probably get they'd probably ask you so what did I just say? And then you'd be don't do it again.
And then you'd be you said that I'm in charge.
Yeah. But if